Hey, I need to escape the anxiety that causes specific fear that my family might just hate me in secret, so let's do a slideshow commentary.
Yo, I'm here to set an example and these failures follow it. My tracks lead to the past like a paleontologist. I think I was abducted by an alien mothership and they zapped my brain till my skull barely could cover it. When I brew a verse dispute, you grab that cauldron with an oven mitt. Hands around the mic, it's wrapped tighter than a lover's grip. Gauntlet gremlin, the kid who ponders wisdom.
Pick up the Redhead. That's our target? Yeah, they are. And basically, they made a commentary on a user named Jonah Campbell, who essentially goes full Super Saiyan on a mofo, who made what is basically a rant on Jonah. Like, no cap, for real, no joke, on God, just like that, like, on job.
Hello folks, it's me, Jacob the Redhead, your only redhead in town, and today I have another commentary video that I have to share with you all. Now for the couple of days so we can actually make the Tiger's Bad Day commentary.
Hey, now not to be that person again, but are we going to continue having videos like this until 3005? To discuss the audio problems I have, your tapping sounds and mic glitches can be a bit distracting to viewers. Yeah, I know it was for me. But to give you some possible fixes, I'd recommend trying your best to not move much while recording when it comes to the tapping. And if this is a difficult thing to do, that's okay. You're all good in the hood. I understand. And I got another solution. You can continue to do the tapping, but try your best to keep it away from the mic and maybe talk a bit louder. After this, you can take said audio into an audio editing software such as Audacity and try to toy with the normalize and or noise reduction function to fix this. Now, for the glitchy mic, I sadly don't have too much to actually give with that, besides maybe checking if it's plugged in correctly and try your best to do retakes without these glitches, of course. It would make your production quite cleaner. Also, this may just be a me thing, but I'd recommend having a background and maybe some background music. Yes, this sounds small, but I believe that with these two things, it can make your commentaries look just a bit more professional and maybe a bit less awkward. Like, listening to this is like listening to talking in just a void. And with background music somewhat helping with hiding little background noises, that gives it a function, I guess.
Dad, did you know you can save hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico? That's so fucking hot. Geico, 50.
What's up everyone, it's yo boy Jonah here, and today I'm gonna do a commentary on my Evie Melody Tells This video where she mocks my rules again, and it's in the title it says, only for criticism. Well, as you guys know, since she mocks my rules for no freaking reason, she's basically doing this for harassment and cyberbullying.
Keep this in mind that you mentioned about cyberbullying and harassing, because that statement would bite him in the ass later on.
More like Big Marshmallow 6.
Now, not to make an example of you, but I need to make an example of you. Can I just say that this is kind of not needed? Like, besides something you can bring up when it's actually needed, there's no other point or joke, which really just feels a bit bare-boned and not really worth the waste of time, as it leaves so much to be desired when having so much run. To just say,
hey, you remember this.
Post point, yeah, I exist now.
Crazy.
But actually, if I can add on a bit, if you are gonna do this, can you please just speed up the footage just a bit so like it doesn't waste as much time? I mean, that's the main problem. What I have with these is that they waste a big amounts of time just to say something so little. So there's that. No longer post thing. Bye.
You ever just sit there, coffee in hand?
Barbecue sauce on my titties and I'm like, what the fuck? Again?
And his channel rating is 13+.
That's because I post adult content sometimes, and you can't tell me what to do because it's my channel and I can say whatever I want on it.
So not to steal your job, but to steal your job. Sorry, Jacob, I just haven't got one myself, but hey, Jonah, you know that 13 isn't widely considered as adult age, right? I get that YouTube doesn't exactly like this label, but if you're making adult content, shouldn't you mark it as something like 18+? If so, or even as having mature themes? Actually, if you're uploading that kind of adult content, assuming that this is within the widely considered legally and morally age of over 18, then shouldn't you upload it somewhere that isn't YouTube, as that goes against the website's guidelines? How could you?
Yeah, but it doesn't still change the fact that you renamed the Camilla Productions to a cock-sucking pussy hole, which makes your argument completely fucking weak.
Who did what to who and when and where and what? The only thing I got from this is that cheese graters are a type of melon, and honestly, that doesn't even make sense. So like, can you please give context to what you're even talking about? The only thing I got from the other 2 degrees was that the earliest one was getting onto Jonah for having videos as 13+, and Jonah tried to argue with the point that their content is adult, along with using deflection by saying what is essentially, I get what I want. And from that context being all I have as a viewer as of this point within the commentary, this just makes this point confusing as all hell.
Don't even think about telling me that to make sure that my videos aren't inappropriate to my parents because my parents are dumb and they don't know any fucking better.
What? What? Are you completely berserk? You can't talk smack to your parents. Your parents know better than you will ever do.
How do you know this? Are you like fucking stalking Jonah? Jonah, run! No, but like seriously, how do you know that their parents know better? What if said parents haven't taken time to learn a certain subject or delve into the use of a specific program or whatever? In such a case, that would lead into the child being able to be more knowledgeable about some of these things if they did try to learn about them, making them know better than their parents. Like, you could be correct about their parents knowing better here, but your statement deals in absolutes that you just can't seem to prove.
Don't tell me that you made an apology video, which you're not completely telling the truth, because I know that you're not changing your personality. And I know for the fact that my parents are arguing all the time, but guess what? I'm not a dick to my parents. That makes you like Tobias Wilson and Eric Cartman combined.
Please stop pulling things out of your ass. It's really scary how much can fit in a human anus. But jokes aside, did Jonah actually make an apology video? If so, as you imply here, then how do you somehow know that they don't mean their apology? Like, this just seems assumptuous and creepy with how much you swear you have on them. Like, bro, stalking isn't cool! Also, when you were making a point about Jonah being a dick to their own parents, you left these 2 names,
Wilson and Eric Cartman,
as a reason why, and I really don't know who they are at all, so why would they be people that Jonah shouldn't want to be? Come on, just a bit of elaboration goes a long way.
You hypocrite.
Shut the fuck up and stop calling me a hypocrite, you big slice of bullshit pie.
Wow, your insults are so original. You made me piss my pants. Wow, your insults can easily lose at America's Got Roasts.
And your point was nothing and wasted my time. Do we really want to play this game? Like, once again, how did the insult suck or was unoriginal? Personally, I never even heard of it before. If you don't at least talk about how they could improve their insults or some shit, then honestly, this just makes another bare-bone introduction. And with me not caring for the rest, I stop here. Here we are in the future. Here we are in the future, and it's wrong. No, but to actually give my final thoughts, production aside, I think that you have to study a bit of newer commentaries because you don't do a couple of things that are often done to strengthen points and make things have a better understanding, such as explaining context behind comparisons and giving more improvement instead of just you bad. That's all I really have for now, and stay coolio, folios.